Salud. I have no even conception of what this shit is.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there without remembering all the fillings and stuff, you know? Very cold. Very cold.
I'm having a great time. Yeah, good. Look, I don't know what flavor this is.
It's like eating an ice cream cone. Like, right? It's like eating it from the back.
You have dirt on your hat. Truly a Metal Gear.
I was in the mud, bro. I'm out the mud. It's actually at a concert we were at. It was
got stomped out?
in the mosh pit. Yeah, I went to the mosh pit. It fell off. It got stomped out immediately, and I just put it back on my head. And I've been wearing it like this ever since.
You remember what?
Yeah, it was Uniform, Dow, and Yellow Eyes.
Don't fight me about this.
You the man with the plan.
My name is Robert.
My name is Daryl.
And we've seen Mission Impossible.
Have you ever been suspicious that the mild-mannered old woman at the supermarket checkout was actually Tom Cruise in a highly elaborate disguise? No? Me neither. Mission Impossible gives us our first entry into the franchise adapted from the 60s TV show. I'm pretty sure it was the 60s TV show. Translating it for a 1996 audience with Brian De Palma as the director was an impossible mission. They kind of pulled it off. Thank God for J.J. Abrams and Tom Cruise's death wish because the series eventually finds its footing. You know what's impossible? Tom Cruise's front tooth.
It's so funny. He runs the same in every movie.
Also impossible.
I need to be straight up with you guys. Daryl and I predicted the whole movie. Have we watched it before? We both don't think so. But apparently we should write a movie. There's a lot more actors in this movie than I thought there was. We could list them, but we will not later. And spoiler alert, they all die. The son of Scientology having to read the Bible kind of makes this movie good. Shouts out to Katie Holmes.
The son of Scientology. You know what's funny? It makes me think, first of all,
it's pretty good.
It makes me think he is kind of like the Jesus of...
Yeah.
I mean, one would think maybe Elron was, but...
No.
If he were to perish, Lord forbid, in like one of these Mission Impossible movies doing a fucking crazy stunt, he would be the martyr of... He would be like... You know what I mean?
But you know what's great about Scientology? Is that it really made Tom Cruise confident. He was just like, you know what?
You think that was it?
I'm not going to die.
That was the key? People love this, eating.
I'm not going to die.
Yeah, okay, fair.
He started believing
He is
that
confident.
he was the one.
You're right about that.
He was already confident, but now, like, with Scientology behind him,
He got his back.
he's just like, oh, I could do these stunts, no problem.
You're right that he's at the tier of Scientology where he has to know basically the most, right? Because you pay to sort of learn more.
He's selling.
And he must have learned some shit.
No, he's selling. He found out it's all fake and you need to sell this.
You know what's crazy about Scientology too is that even if it's bullshit and it's a grift, which it is, right? It probably is like some knowledge that is universally true about the universe that only a select few people know. For example, like secret societies like the Freemasons and stuff like that, and the Illuminati, all these things, the idea is that they know these secrets of the universe and all this stuff and the forces that have controlled the world. So Scientology maybe has some like bastardized version of that at the top tier, but they're using that as a fucking grift. So I'm saying he might know some stuff.
He knows he's in control.
Yeah.
He knows that the hive is behind him. He knows that he's in the Matrix and he's Neo.
Also, we're going to be straight with y'all. We usually do something related to the movie based on its themes, like a question or fun game. We couldn't think of anything.
And that really lowered the score for me with the movie.
I just saw it going down in his head like the thermometer in this movie with the temperatures going up.
Yeah, which I was just like, okay.
Dubious.
There were so many like technological things that we were just like, oh, they just think the audience is dumb.
That's what, I was like, no, they just think, I was getting offended. Like, you think I'm fucking stupid.
Like, there was
Job at 3:15 or some shit like that, right? Come on.
3:14?
But the reason we did this is because...
he finds out that the CIA, right?
That's kind of his job, yeah. His employers.
Job thinks that he is the mole.
In the CIA, yeah.
And then he uses gum to blow up a fish tank.
It sounds like a joke. It sounds like we're talking about Lupin, the last movie we just did, but we're not.
No, this is a real thing. He jumps over...
Yeah, he blows up the fish tank, yeah.
He jumps over fish. He jumps over men.
People, yeah. Men, women.
And you know Tom Cruise's run? He runs just like that in this movie.
He's an intense guy. He commits to that run like he's really running from a real danger. which is crazy. He's got to be pulling hamstrings and shit like that all the time, right?
No, he's just...
Even though he's a little yoked, low-key.
You know what's so fun? His advice was you don't run 100%.
Oh, who did he say that to? Because I remember hearing that too.
Who did he say? I forget who
it was
he
an
said
interview.
that to,
Somebody was saying, Tom Cruise told me, oh, don't run. Yeah, it was at a podcast.
Yeah.
Don't run 100%. He's not taking that advice. He's telling other people to do that so he looks better. You know what I mean? Only he is. Scientology shit, bro.
Only I could run 100%.
Scientology shit. So that's why we did this. Also, our homie that's producing off camera brought these. He insisted that he had fish and that we must eat them. And it annoyed me because I eat fish all week long.
I thought it was salmon.
Yeah. And I'm, appointed should be the opposite of disappointed, but that would not be right to say. I'm appointed that this is so good. Because it is very good. This jam, there's like an ice cream layer, jam, and then a wafer fishy thing. What if it tasted like fish a little bit, subtly? Would that piss you off? Obviously.
100%.
Just checking. If it starts tasting like fish, you're like, motherfucker.
If you wanted to know if this ice cream tasted like... You know what? But
I
there's
can see them getting down like that.
No, there's definitely like some weird fish ice cream out there.
Oh, I just placeboed him. One last thing that has nothing to do with the movie, but has everything to do with ice cream sandwiches. Jay Moore was saying this too. I've been checking out Jay Moore a little more on the podcast shit. He's kind of funny. I mean, obviously he's a legend, but I mean in that space. He was saying it's true. You can't get the cookies from the ice cream sandwich anywhere, those wafers. The chocolate wafer thing, which is not chocolate, right? It's like the Oreo shit. That's like a composite fucking foam that's just black or brown.
No, that's industrial.
But it's delicious though.
It's industrial.
It is literally, it's asbestos for all weapons. Oh, this is a different movie. We were watching Lupin earlier, but I'm gonna say for this too, that's how bad this movie was. There's a scene where Lupin is shot from an explosion out of somewhere, and his samurai homie cuts his flaming suit off.
Yeah,
and he just lands on top of the... That was
naked.
Awesome, dude.
That shit was fun.
And then he goes, he should have
cuts
worn an
his-
asbestos suit. And I'm like, damn, in the 70s, they were still on that asbestos shit.
They'd rather that than be burnt.
For true.
They're just like, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was so funny. A lot of these characters in Lupin's eyes were closed.
Oh, Lupin. Anyway, look, we'll be back to talk about this actual movie. It wasn't that bad. We're kidding a little bit.
No, we're not.
We'll be back. I almost said Lupin the Third. Mission Impossible the Third.
Mission Impossible was kind of impossible.
Yeah. You know what's really funny? When we were watching it, we were like, no, it's not that bad. It's kind of fun. And now the later the day gets, we're more like, it doesn't stick.
No, it doesn't stick.
It doesn't stick.
There's something about it where like, I'm trying to think of scenes that I like.
Right.
I'm trying to think about like.
And the only thing that comes to mind is the
famous.
famous scene, which is the scene neither of us has seen this movie before, but you might have seen that scene. I sure have.
Yeah.
Where he hangs and he falls. The floor kind of looks like this. Which
It looks like an alien, like the alien. You mentioned it. It looks exactly like that.
Like the series Alien, like a ship on that series. Yeah, 100%. It's the first of the series. You haven't seen any of them. I haven't seen this one.
Nah, yeah, I haven't seen any of the Mission Impossible.
I've seen,
the first one, I guess, was an okay introduction.
I've seen 4 through 6, which the J.J. Abrams one. I just haven't seen the newest one. I don't know if the second one of that one came out yet. Whatever. They get better though. And like I said, this was based on a TV show from a long time ago. So, they were taking a big chance to just like modernize it. I don't think it should have been that hard though. Just copy James Bond.
No, I feel like it had me in the beginning.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, okay, this is interesting.
It starts in the middle of a mission, a CIA mission.
But then you said it correctly. I think it just got too convoluted.
Yes.
I think they kind of, in like retrospect now, I think they kind of rushed the whole process of like explaining what happened. They tried to do it in that one scene with John Voight, and talking to Tom Cruise. And they tried to do it in that just one scene. And I think it took more than that just one scene.
There was a scene, so the whole thing is basically Ethan Hunt, who ends up becoming a legendary dude, right? The character. Is a CIA agent, a part of a team. The mission goes left, and he ends up being framed as being a CIA mole incorrectly. Now his job is to disprove that by stealing this list of secret agents, like covert spies that work for the CIA all throughout Europe. It's a master list.
Yeah.
So he has to steal that. He has to rob the CIA himself as a rogue CIA agent. That's kind of fun to begin with.
No, yeah, it's cool.
His team dies in the beginning.
He
Spoiler
solves
alert.
like a
Don't watch
whole
this movie.
Bible puzzle.
Yes.
Where he's just like, oh, I get to talk to Job now.
Which we laughed about because Tom Cruise is a Scientologist, so the idea of him sitting with that Bible, I do want to. I wish I would have looked into the timeline of when he got into Scientology because.
Hey, did we figure out who Job is?
I think Job is John Voight.
Job is John
Yeah,
Voight?
yeah. Like one of those like characters who's not really a character. He's like a legend, like a Kaiser Soze or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so that was the whole deal with that. But what was the point of us saying that again?
See, they do it so. I think they. Do
Oh, that
it,
it got convoluted.
I think they do it rushed.
Yeah.
Now that I'm just thinking about it, it really isn't that complicated. It's just rushed.
Right.
It's just immediate, like, okay, we're going to talk about everything that the audience is kind of confused about in this one conversation. So we're going to have the villain and the protagonist have their same thoughts at the same time.
Right, which is funny because we started
like,
when we
okay.
were watching the movie, we predicted every scene as it happened.
Every scene.
In other words, like what a predictable.
He said he never seen this. I 100% never seen this, and we were going
We
back
called
and
every scene.
forth.
Oh, I bet he's gonna get died. I bet he's gonna boom boom.
This is the villain. This is.
So that's not great. And then towards the end, you're just suddenly hit with, like he's saying, a blast of all the things you might have thought were going on.
Yeah.
All at once, and I thought it was. I understand, like you didn't catch it. I think to agree with you though. It happened all too suddenly. It was predictable
It happened
and
in that one conversation.
played by numbers all the way, and then all of a sudden you're hit with all of that exposition at once. In a scene where Tom Cruise is trying to convince the homie that he's not actually putting together what's really going on, but he is. So we're seeing those scenes play out in his mind.
In all that one scene.
As he is trying to convince John Voight that he is okay with this
They're
betrayal.
doing 3 different things in that one scene.
Yeah, and it's a lot to do. I will say this too. Tom, everybody attached to the movie is a killer, so it's not that. You got Tom Cruise, Ving Rhames, Emilio Estevez for just one portion of the movie.
Yep. You didn't know he was in this because he got killed immediately.
Correct. Oh, and Brian De Palma, that's who I meant to bring up, who is a legendary director, one of the greats. He got duds though. For every Scarface, there's a Carlito's Way, which is not as good. He's like one of those directors.
He didn't do sexy right in this movie. Do you
I agree
that he didn't do sexy
in
right?
the very first scene, one of Tom Cruise's co-worker CIA persons, I don't know what the hell you would call that, colleague, co-agent,
that was married to John Voight's character.
married to his boss, is like injured or whatever in the scene, and he does kind of like one of these weird caresses of the face to see if are you okay? But like too much.
Yeah, you shouldn't caress a face.
Come on, bruh.
You can ask questions.
You shouldn't caress a face. Yeah.
You could just be like, are you okay?
You could, hey,
You can help up.
Yeah. This is going to lull her more to sleep.
It's crazy. Backhand is crazy.
Yeah, if you say, hey. No, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about this movie. I mean, like, what are we meant to say this in the first part, but it made me think about, because it's so similar to Lupin.
That's the thing. I think we set ourselves up.
Yeah.
We just saw Lupin, and this anime was
sneaking around. I wore this Metal Gear Solid hat on purpose. It's a lot of sneaking around. In this movie, Mission Impossible,
a lot of sneaking around.
he actually does crawl through vents and stuff like that, which is literally Metal Gear Solid.
There's a rat.
Correct, yeah.
He almost falls.
Shouts out, Jean Reno.
Shouts out to that guy.
Leon the Professional.
He's great. He's in Godzilla.
He's great.
Right?
I was thinking that too. I'm like, who in their right mind would get that he's in Godzilla? Matthew Broderick. You know, I ran into Matthew Broderick the other day. I was telling him that. Nah, I stared him down though. He didn't want no smoke.
You're like, are you Matthew Broderick?
He put just a gun comes out of his hat.
I'll inspect.
That's how good this movie was, folks.
Boo.
And then the second one came out, which I remember as a kid being like a big. You know why too? Because I used to watch a lot of MTV, and the movie awards were coming out, and I remember Ben Stiller doing like a mock. He used to do parodies of movies and shit for the MTV awards, and he did a mock of Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 2, and I'll never forget that shit. But I never saw the movie. I know John Woo did it, who's one of my favorites, but I always heard it was whatever.
He's hit or miss, John Woo.
So, whatever, but I did like the J.J. Abrams ones. The thing that we're missing to talk about here is that he takes this franchise and makes it not just a American Bond thing. He's like, let me showcase that I am willing to hang from a real airplane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who else is doing that shit? He's got a corner on this market that only he wants.
No,
really, if we're being honest.
It's a niche. He's a niche.
But he's
type
killing
of-
it.
Nah, he's crushing it.
I didn't see Maverick. Did you see Maverick?
No. And like that's what I want more Tom Cruise in my life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy to. I'm happy to. I've seen a million Tom Cruise movies.
Maybe it's the Scientology coming after me.
Have you seen Rain Man? We might as well go through it. Have you seen Rain Man?
Not in a long time.
Okay, legendary.
I think I saw that. You know when you're just like watching something with your
Casually
parents
on
as a
TV.
kid.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Have you seen Top Gun, the original one?
No.
That one I saw for the first time a couple years ago. Ass. A Few Good Men.
No.
Great movie. Great movie. Anyway, there's a million.
We're gonna watch them.
We'll watch them. We'll watch them. What the hell else do we talk about? Do you want to just score it?
Let's see.
Scientology. You wanted to mention Katie Holmes just because it's funny to mention Katie Holmes in the context of
No,
Tom
something
Cruise?
that I did want to mention was Danny Elfman.
Oh yeah.
He is the composer for this film.
He
and
does
I
the score for this movie. He
couldn't
does the
even
music.
believe it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I feel like all the things that I know from him are fantasy. So the fact that he goes and does he has like an action movie on his resume. Like does he have more? Like I don't know.
Yeah, you say fantasy, but if you're talking Tim Burton, and
that's where I mostly know him
Batman,
from.
I wouldn't count it as a fantasy. And The
What are you
Simpsons,
talking about comics or fantasy? What are you talking
sure,
about?
but fantasy in the context of genre means something specific, right? It means
guess, but
the elf chick in the woods and the centaur guy.
I don't feel like he usually does like these drama type like.
Well, we're learning he did. The thing is that I wasn't that surprised about is that he ruled the 90s. He was doing just
He did roll the
a bunch of shit, dude, and he was cooking. I didn't know, but we also joked how much work did he really do. It's just that theme that he didn't even write from the 60s over and over again and with different arrangements.
Yeah, it wasn't. I liked. Oh, damn! We should just keep talking about Lupin in this episode because the music in Lupin was a
Great
fantastic.
soundtrack. The 70s are the best decade for music, at least my favorite.
I mean, it was almost the 80s. They just came out.
But they probably did it in 77, right?
That's true.
By the time it came out. It takes a long time to draw.
Takes a really long time.
That's how good Mission Impossible 1 is.
Because they have to draw the same thing, but a little bit over.
Yeah.
Like 100 times.
The only last thing I had to say is that Ving Rhames is in this movie, and it's in 96, so it's like not fresh, but it's not far from Pulp Fiction, and he's got the same vibe. The earrings, you know what I mean?
No, there's a lot of actors in this movie that's a pro in this movie, where I didn't expect that there was a lot of like actual actors that I like.
And good acting, too.
No, the acting wasn't bad in this.
I will say...
For me, I think it was just the way it was structured and the way that they laid out the film.
Yeah. A couple Dutch angles I could have did without, too.
A lot of Dutch angles.
Yeah.
But, like, there's good scenes, but I feel like the more that, like we said in the beginning, the more I try to think about what I liked about this movie, the more I had to reach for it.
It's blank. It feels just, my mind is blank.
And I'm just like, and it might have been because we just saw Lupin right before it. And
no, we've done two movies before. I feel like, we're on the same page here. Also, Emmanuelle Béart, I think her name is, the French woman in this film.
Oh, yeah.
Strikingly beautiful, dog shit actress. And that's all I'll say about that.
That's why she continues to act in France.
Yeah. Now, just like the temperature thing in this movie, going up, going down, what would you rate this movie? Knowing that it was going down, the score was going down this whole time for you.
You know what? Look, you asked me what I thought of this movie.
I believe so.
The first number that came to my head, without any type of thinking, was a 3 out of 10.
Whoa! I don't know why Netflix on. I don't know why.
No, we're not going to be able to.
Now we'll get sued.
You have to cut this out. You have to cut that out.
They'll never buy our
But you
podcast.
know what? I'm gonna keep it that way.
Sure.
I won't watch this movie again.
At all. I won't think about it again.
Yeah, like.
I will give this movie I'm going to give it a 5.9. Because, yeah, it was horrible or whatever, but really, there were elements about it that were very good. You know, there was some cool shit going on with the practical effects, and when he's hanging from the roof shit is kind of cool. Some funny moments.
It's good tension.
I like spy shit. The acting was good. The music was good. The length also reasonable. For such a silly movie, it was reasonable.
Under 2 hours.
And I will say some of this is having just watched Tomb Raider, but it is way better than that. And I feel like every movie I'll ever watch since then will be bumped up because of Tomb Raider. Lara Croft.
That's so funny.
Yeah. John Voight is in that too.
He's in everything.
He's in everything. I'm going to put the fucking him and Anaconda looking at J-Lo.
We need to see a young version of him because...
Midnight Cowboy. I was telling him.
We have
Good movie.
to do it. It's coming
Dustin
soon.
Hoffman. Speaking of Tom Cruise.
Ooh.
And we're done, folks. Thank you so. Oh, follow us on X. Our producer's saying.
Peace.
See ya.